Hi, this is Vi from Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to show you how to create this lovely little purse. The inspiration for this purse, it came from the paper pixie, and mine's a little different. I created a pocket because I want to go ahead and put an envelope with a sentiment in the pocket. I also don't have a magnetic closure, so I went ahead and glue it in place because this little treat box or treat purse is going to be given during one of the events that at my church we're planning to host a widows and single Valentine luncheon at one of the ladies' house. And what we want to do is we want to decorate. We're going to go the day before. We're going to decorate the house. We're going to create the placemats and the centerpieces, and we're going to put one of these with a little treat in the bag with a scripture in the envelope, and this is going to be on each person's place area. So I need to create a bunch of these, so I don't want to really use magnetic closure because more likely they're going to use it once and then discard it. So it's just going to have glue. They're going to pull the little kisses or whatever candies we put in here, and then they're going to use it for that event. So let me show you what we're going to use. I'm going to be using some paper, and it's not the best kind of paper, but it will work. It's just regular text paper. And this is, I don't have the company. This is one of those paper packs that I bought a long time ago. And I'm trying to use the stuff that I have in my stash. So this is about 10 years old. It's still nice paper that can be used for this project. And you just need to cut it down to 6 by 6. So you need something that's 6 by 6. You're also going to need the envelope punch board, which is what I have here. My envelope is actually a die from Quick Cuts, and it's a die that I bought a long time ago. And if you can see it, I don't know if you can see that, it is a little envelope. It cuts out an envelope and it cuts out a little heart. But I wanted my heart to be red, so I went ahead and punched some out with some specialty papers that I have, and using this other little punch from Recollection that I found at the dollar bin in Michael's some time ago. So that is what I'm going to put on my envelope. The other thing that I'm going to be using is a corner rounder, and I'm using this one is by We Are Memory Keepers, and it's a corner chomper, and I'm going to use the 1/8 of an inch. For my pocket, I'm going to be using this square punch, 1 and 1 1/4. For my glue, I'm going to be using just a hot glue gun because I want to hurry up and get it done. And for my strips, I cut a 1/4 inch by 7 inches strip of just regular construction paper. And I think I gave you all that I'm using, so now let's go ahead. Oh, and then I'm going to be using some flat pearls, and these are bead designs in Bloom, and I got this at my local Hobby Lobby, and I used a 40% coupon. So you need some beads or some flat beads or some kind of closure. You don't have to put a bead. It would be nice with a little flower. Anything that you have, you can put on there. So to create our bag, we need to take our 6 by 6 paper, and we need to align it to the 1 3/8 inch, and then you're going to punch and score. Now if you're using flimsy paper like mine, you want to make sure that you don't really press too hard because you're going to break the paper. Then I'm going to bring it over to the, let's see, 4 5/8. So 4 5/8. I'm going to punch and score. You're going to rotate, and I'm going to measure again 1 3/8. Punch and score, and then 4 5/8. Punch and score. Rotate it 1 3/8. Punch and score. And I need to unstick my punch And then 4 5/8, punch and score. Rotate, 1 3/8, punch and score. 4 5/8, punch and score. 1 3/8, and I think I got them all. Yeah, I did. Okay, so now we don't need the punch board anymore. We can get rid of these little corner pieces. So now you're going to go ahead and fold over or your score lines, and you can burnish them if you want. And then, oh, I forgot to do that side, and then you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to just fold on all the fold lines. Okay. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and fold one of these in like so. And I'm just going to use a stick glue for that, not my hot glue gun. And just fold it in. The other thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and round up these corners at the 1/8 of an inch, and it just rounds it. See how it rounds it kind of nicely? So you just want to round it. You don't want that pointy edge or points. You want it nice and round. Okay, but before we do anything, this is going to be my front. It's going to be here. So let's go ahead and glue our pocket. And before we glue our pocket, I want to go ahead and create some seam lines just on the top there. And this is 1 1/4, and then this is 3 inches by 1 inch. I'm going to round these. This is going to be my closure. So I'm going to round these, and that's going to be this closure. And I'm going to create stitch line along here as well. Okay. And actually, let's go ahead and put stitch line at the bottom here. This is going to be my front, so I want to go ahead and place my pocket right along here. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue on 3 sizes. And just putting a little glue. Oop. Oh no. I'll put too much glue. Okay. And there. So I think I got it. Okay. So the next thing I want to go ahead, it's glue this. So I'm going to put it, let's measure that. I'm kind of eyeballing it, but for this, let's go ahead and put it like 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. I think that will work well. So right there. in there. Okay, so there I have that. Not completely straight, but that's okay. Now what we want to do is we want to create these little folds right here, so that way we can create our bag. So we need to bring this edge here, this edge to this edge here. So we're going to go ahead, bring this edge to this edge here. And make sure you press it down, and then we can go ahead and put some hot glue on the side there. Well, actually it goes over here, sorry. Make sure don't do, good thing I caught it before I made a mistake, because you want to make sure that this covers your seams here. Then you're going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. Let's go ahead and put some glue on here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue right here. Okay, and then we can go ahead and glue this in place, like so, right there. So far so good. So we have that. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. You're going to bring this corner to this corner, like so. See, this corner to this corner. Put some glue here. And then you're going to do the same thing from this corner to this corner, like so. And put some glue here. And it doesn't look like a purse yet. It will shortly look. It will get there shortly. Then we're going to glue this flap to here. So now this flap will hide this seam. Okay, and then you're going to start forming your bag. And see, we're going to go ahead and glue that later on, but let's go ahead and put the handles. So you're going to take your handles and you're going to curve them like so. You need 2 strips that are 7 by 1/4 inch. And we are going to glue this right along the seam here, like so. Okay, so let's go ahead and put a little hot glue. And we'll take this. place it on here. You can use double adhesive if you don't want to use hot glue. Especially if you're doing this with kids, you can use hot glue, but use the low temperature. I'm actually have it in high temperature, but you may want to use the lower temperature hot glue or use glue. And then here I'm going to go ahead and place the strip right there. Small bead of hot glue. And just place that strip right there. It's coming out pretty cute. Pretty cute, don't you see? It's pretty cute. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Going to put our bead of glue right along this seam line here. And then put this right there. Okay. See how cute that back looks? Now we're ready to create our little embellishments. You go ahead and write the scripture, whatever saying you want to put there, but we want to go ahead and put that flap down, a little bit of glue, put it down like so. And even, you can even, I didn't do it with the other one, but you can even create stitch line on your envelope. And look how cute that will look. And then we're just going to put a little dot of glue. Oops, that's too much glue. And then place that there. And you can go ahead, place that in your pocket, like so. And I'm going to go ahead and put, you can put a little button on there if you want to, like so. So let me go ahead and do that. It's always convenient to have one of these jewel pickers, because that way you don't burn yourself when you're using hot glue. Just drop it and push it down. And I'll put glue on there when I get the candies. I'll put it inside, and then this goes in here with their saying in there. How cute that will look. You can even flatten out a little more. Right, sitting right there on their plate. So I hope you like this video. Let me bring the other one of our little cute little bags. And so you can put treats there for Valentine's or for any special occasion. So I hope you like this video and thank you for watching. Bye now.